At the same time, with major changes in the economy and labour market, we will need to adapt our social safety nets and keep inequality in check. More workers will fall on hard times, and we need to enable them to adjust and bounce back through this crisis and beyond. Some Singaporeans are taking part in the gig economy, taking on a wide range of jobs, either part-time or full-time. So our support for self-employed persons will have to evolve accordingly. We must continue to uplift our low-wage workers and enable our older workers to continue working if they wish to. Various ideas have been proposed on how we can do this, such as minimum wage, universal basic income, and unemployment insurance. The government will keep an open mind to all these ideas. But we must also recognize that there are no magic bullets. Each of these ideas has its merits as well as unintended effects. We'll have to consider the trade-offs and be clear about what works for our context and our time. Demands on our social safety nets are increasing at a time when our revenue base is growing more slowly and with sharper competition for tax revenues across countries. So I must caution against looking for what may appear to be a costless solutions. Somehow, someone else will have to pay for these schemes. There are trade-offs. If we want higher social spending, taxes will have to go up, or it will mean spending more at the expense of future generations, like what many countries are doing by raising their debt. We must never forget that we have provided almost $100 billion of support for our people and business this year without incurring a single cent of debt, because we are able to fund over half of this using past reserves. At the same time, while we must strengthen our social safety nets, we must do so in a way that reinforces and not undermine an individual's efforts. A strong compact maintains a balance between the roles of the individual, family, community, and the government, and helps us better cope with change together. Indeed, a social safety net cannot become a set of shackles. It should not hold down those who started with less. It should not create dependency such that people who get fish for today never learn how to fish for food tomorrow. It should not breed an entitled class who asks, "What more can you do for me?" A well-designed social safety net protects the vulnerable, invests in human and societal capital, and provides a means for those who fall down to bounce back. It gives hope and builds confidence. It believes in people and lifts the human spirit. It supports every generation to have aspirations and dreams, and for everyone to ask, what more can we do for one another? As members debate on how we can strengthen our support for Singaporeans, let's keep in mind how new enhancements can be funded equitably and sustainably over time, and strengthen our people's capacity to not only succeed throughout life, but to help others succeed too. These are the values that we must strengthen even as we adapt.